Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tom Coss YouTube Live for a Saturday, January 25th, 2020, Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. I should say Lunar New Year because it's Chinese, it's Korean, it's Vietnamese. They all celebrate it. Happy New Year to my Asian friends. Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean. Lunar New Year. We say Chinese New Year because I think Chinese is probably the biggest population. Okay, we're waiting to see if we get some check-ins here on YouTube tonight. Live chat is open. Please type your comments in live chat like I am going to do right now, just to make sure it's working. I'm going to type something in right now. I'm typing in Tom Coss Live, just to make sure the live chat is working properly here on YouTube. There it is. It's working. Okay. I hope some people show up here tonight. And as I say, type your comments into live chat, and I will read your comments live on the air here on the Tom Coss YouTube channel. It's Tom Coss YouTube Live, the Saturday night Tom Coss get together for a Saturday, January 25th, 2020, Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. I should say Lunar New Year, celebrated by the Chinese, the Koreans, the Vietnamese, all the Asian nations celebrating a new year. And boy, is there a good time in New York City, New York, in Chinatown. I've been there before to the Chinatown celebration for New Year's, and wow, do they do it up big. If you've never been there, the only way I can describe it is it's kind of like our Christmas and 4th of July put together. They give out gifts, they party, they have a lot of food, and they shoot off fireworks. Marcy is here. Hello, Marcy from New Zealand. She just checked in on live chat. Nice to have you aboard, Marcy. I should have posted it on your timeline. I don't know why I didn't. Next time, I'll post it on your Facebook timeline, Marcy. I'm glad you saw that I was on here tonight on YouTube. I gave kind of a short notice. I did mention it last night on Tom Coss Facebook Live, the Friday night show on Facebook, that I was going to be here. But I did about 10 postings today on Facebook to try to let everyone know that I would be here. Again, the live chat is open. Please post your comments on the live chat, just like Marcy from New Zealand did. She posted, "Hi, Tom." Thank you very much for doing that, Marcy, so that we know the live chat is open. Okay, we're talking about Chinese New Year. Today is the first day of the Lunar New Year for Chinese, Koreans, Vietnamese, and people of Asian nations that celebrate the Lunar New Year. From the information I could find for New York City, Chinatown, oh, what a celebration they have. I've been there several times, and boy, I would love to go back there again. Chinatown, New York City, New York. I usually take from New Haven, Connecticut, Metro North into New York City. I get off at 42nd Street, Grand Central Station. I walk down a couple of blocks to Times Square, and somewhere in the Times Square area, I pick up an N or an R train downtown. N or R downtown. That's your best bet. get off at the Canal Street stop, enter our train downtown from the Times Square area of Midtown Manhattan, and get off at Canal Street. Walk just a couple of blocks from Canal Street once you get off the train, and you'll see Mulberry Street. One half of Mulberry is Little Italy, and the other half of Mulberry Street is the beautiful Chinatown. Carol is here from the Philippines. Okay, we got the Philippines checking in, and New Zealand, where I believe it's already Sunday over there. It's Saturday night here. It's Sunday morning there. And Carol says, hi, Tom. Happy New Year. Happy Chinese Lunar New Year to you and all your viewers on YouTube. Thank you, Carol, for checking in. Thank you, Marcy. And whoever else is out there watching, the live chat is open. Please type in your comments on live chat. Chinese New Year, again, in New York City, in Chinatown. I told you how to get there to Chinatown. I believe the big New Year's parade that they have every year for New Year's, from the information I could find, is going to be Sunday, February 9th, 2020. That's Sunday, February 9th, 2020, the Chinese New Year parade in Chinatown, New York City. Okay, Marcy from New Zealand says, my speech talkback software read the notification of your YouTube, Tom. Okay, yeah, Marcy's got a computer, I believe, that talks to her. I believe that's what she's telling us here. She's got speech talkback software on her computer. She has a talking computer. So the computer talks to her and tells her everything that is going on Facebook, YouTube, wherever she is on the internet. That's a very good thing to have, Marcy, for sure. Speech talkback software, it's called. And that's on Marcy's computer in New Zealand. Okay, so Sunday, February 9th, 2020 is the information I came up with for the Chinese New Year parade in Chinatown, New York City, USA. Speaking about Asia and China, I got some bad news, real bad news. A couple of people went over to China. They went to Asia. They contracted that deadly virus. They got the deadly virus. Two of the symptoms, I believe, is a high fever and coughing. A lot of coughing and a very high fever. If you got those symptoms, you better get checked real quick. There are no shots to take, no pills to take, as far as I know. But here's the bad news. First, a person in Washington State, USA, had the symptoms. Now, Washington State, that's all the way on the other side of the United States. I says, well, that's not bad. Okay, Washington State, that's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast, thousands of miles away. Washington State. Then it started getting closer. Chicago. Somebody in Chicago contacted the deadly virus when they went to Asia. I don't know if they were in China or where they were. I says, oh, no, now we're in the Midwest. Chicago's getting closer. Now it's real scary. A Wesleyan College student, Middletown, Connecticut, has a cough and a high fever, and they just came back from Asia. Not good. Middletown, Connecticut is not far from anything in the state of Connecticut. It's right smack dab in the middle of the state. That's why they call it Middletown. Wesleyan College is basically on lockdown right now. I don't know if they quarantined it, but they should. Nobody on campus or off campus. No one can come on. No one can leave the campus. Stay in your dorms. That's what they should do. Effective immediately. This thing is very dangerous. There are no cures, no medications, no shots to take. But it is reported and confirmed that a Wesleyan University student, Middletown, Connecticut, just came back from Asia, and this student now has a cough and a high fever. And those are two of the symptoms of the deadly virus. Again, the first reported case was in Washington State. That's not bad. That's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I'm close to New York, Boston, Hartford, Connecticut area. Then it got closer. Chicago. Somebody in Chicago got the deadly Asian virus. And now it's really bad. It's right here in my own state, Connecticut. A Wesleyan University student went to Asia. They came back with a cough and a high fever. My friends, drink plenty of fluids. Wash your hands. Be careful what you touch. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. Take extra vitamin C and zinc. Garlic is also good, and D3, vitamin D3, vitamin C, zinc, and garlic. A lot of fruit juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice, cranberry juice, apple juice, all very good. Apple cider is excellent. Go to Rogers Orchards in Southington and get their delicious fresh apple cider. But this is not good. Wesleyan College student, Middletown, Connecticut, has the symptoms, cough and a high fever, and they just came back from Asia. So we're going to continue to watch that story and see what happens, but it does not sound good. Let's see. Marcy from New Zealand, typing in a lot of stuff here. My mobile phone has the speech talkback software. Yes, it's good for people like me who are blind. Yes, that's very good. The computer talks to her. That's very, very good for handicapped people that have limited sight, like Marcy does in New Zealand. They got a computer that talks to them, and the computer talkback software tells them everything that a sighted person will be seeing on the computer. So it's like Marcy, it's like the computer has eyes and sees everything and tells Marcy exactly what is there on the page on the computer, which is very, very good. That's why Marcy can get around the internet. She posts on Facebook pages, everything, just like a sighted person, because the computer is telling her what is there and what to do. The computer talks to her. It's speech talkback software on her computer. Very, very good, Marcy. I'm happy for you. And that gives her the capability to get on the internet and go to websites, go to groups, post on Facebook, just like a sighted person would do. So that's great, Marcy. I'm happy for you. Thank you very much. Rock and Ron Sedaley, Fun Tower Radio. I was on his show last night on the 50s and 60s, Friday night, 50s and 60s, oldies show. on Fun Tower Radio with Rockin' Ron Sedaly. We had a nice little chat about Ron Sedaly doing a cooking show on YouTube. He's going to be doing some of his best dishes that he cooks, and you're going to be able to watch it on YouTube with Rockin' Ron Sedaly. I picked out a song like I do every week from 1963, a big hit by the Polish prince himself, Bobby Vinton, and a great, great song that was a big hit for Bobby, Blue on Blue. Thank you very much, Rockin' Ron Sedaly, for playing Bobby Vinton and Blue on Blue last night, Friday, January 24th on the 50s and 60s show every Friday night on the internet, on Fun Tower Radio, and you can go to Fun Tower Radio simply by typing in www.funtowerradio.com. Stefan Schwartz is here. Hello, Stefan Schwartz from Pennsylvania. I'm doing pretty good, except for the heavy rain, which is hitting Connecticut right now. And I heard it hit Pennsylvania. My friend Dave Walters in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, said the rain was very, very heavy in Nanticoke and 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. I don't know how it is in your area, Stefan Schwartz, but Dave Walters, my good friend from Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, said extremely heavy rain and winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. We have heavy rain right now here in the Hartford, Connecticut area, and it is so heavy, it's hitting the window and making noise. I tried to look out the window. The window was completely covered with rain. I had trouble looking out the window, and I could hear the raindrops hitting the glass. Stefan Schwartz says it's just about the same where he is in Pennsylvania. So very heavy rain right now. It should be continuing on through the night on this Saturday, January 25th, Lunar New Year, and clearing possibly by Sunday. Sunday should be the better of the 2 days on the weekend. Again, live chat is open here on YouTube. Please type in your comments, your questions, your suggestions, and I will be more than happy to read them. Okay, live chat is open, just like Carol did from the Philippines, Marcy from New Zealand, and Stefan Schwartz from Pennsylvania. Thank you for typing in your comments on live chat here on YouTube Live with yours truly, Tom Coss. The Saturday night Tom Coss get-together. Sunday, right now in the Philippines, where Carol is, and Sunday, where Marcy is in New Zealand, because they're on the other side of the international date line. So that puts them about a day and a half ahead of what I am here on the East Coast of the United States of America, where it's still Saturday night. It's 7:18 p.m. Eastern Time. 7:18 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday night, January 25th, here in the Hartford, Connecticut area, Boston, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York City, New York, all on the East Coast and on Eastern Time. Let's see what else we got going here. Going on right now as I speak for one more hour until 8 p.m. Brewfest 2020 at the PNH, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. PNH, a great club. It's been there many, many years, since the 1930s. It's one of Hartford, Connecticut's best kept Secrets. You got to check it out. PNH 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Brewfest started at 4 p.m. today, going on till 8 p.m. 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. 20 beer companies, 20 local beer companies will be there for you to sample their products. You can sample their products, 20 beer companies. Well, that's just about over. It ends at 8 p.m. as I speak right now on Saturday, January 25th. So by 8 o'clock, it's over. But for future events at the PNH, for their menu, their hours, the bar, dinner suggestions, reservations, information, call the PNH in Hartford, Connecticut, 60 Charter Oak Avenue. The phone number, 860-247-1784. Again, in Hartford, Connecticut, that number is 860-247-1784 for the PNH 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, where they are just finishing up on Brewfest 2020. I announced it last night on my Facebook program, and I'm announcing it now here on YouTube. Carol said she just shared the show. I don't know if you can share this on Facebook when I'm doing it live, because it's two separate channels, YouTube and Facebook. When the show is over, you can share it. Carol from the Philippines, but we'll see how that works out. Okay? I'm not sure if you can share the YouTube live on Facebook while I'm doing the show, but when the show is over, you can definitely share it on your Facebook page. And please do, so we get more viewers, more listeners to the program. The Saturday night YouTube live for Saturday, January 25th, 2020, the start of the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. Right now, today is day number 1 of the new year. Against the Wind is here. Doris, welcome Against the Wind. My good friend Doris, welcome to the program. She says, good evening, Tom. Good evening, everyone on Tom Coss YouTube Live. I'm going to give a shout out again to the nice people at Bristol Hospital that are always happy to see me when I walk in. I'm a big star at Bristol Hospital, especially my good friend Gretchen McGarity Holloway. Nice nurse Gretchen. Yes. And all the nice people at Bristol Hospital, Bristol, Connecticut, that take very good care of me when I go there. And I want to thank them very, very, very much. Bristol Hospital, Bristol, Connecticut. I was there Friday, and I saw nice nurse Gretchen McGarity Holloway. Nice nurse Gretchen. Very nice lady. Always says hello to me. And tries to watch me on Facebook and YouTube when she can. So a shout out going to you, nice nurse Gretchen at Bristol Hospital in Bristol, Connecticut. I got a post on the original Tom Coss Facebook page. A lot of people like it. Taxman Lamont and how the plastic bag tax blew up in his face. Check that out. Share it if you like to. It's on the Tom Coss original Facebook page. Taxman Lamont and his plastic bag tax. He was hoping to get $27 million a year on tax money from charging 10 cents a bag for plastic bags in supermarket stores and other places where plastic bags are available. It did not work. all of the businesses got rid of the plastic bags. They charged 10 cents a bag for paper bags, and they kept all the money themselves. And Taxman Lamont did not get one single penny. Ha, ha, ha. Good for you, stores. Bad for us. We got to pay 10 cents for every paper bag. But Taxman Lamont did not get one single penny because all the stores and businesses got rid of the plastic bags. They went to paper, but they did charge 10 cents a bag for paper bags. But Taxman Lamont, it blew up in his face. He didn't get anything. Stephen Schwartz says that's funny. Ha, ha, ha. It's even funnier if you live here in Connecticut. Stephen Schwartz. Okay, the live chat is open. Thank you, Stephen Schwartz. Thank you, Doris Against the Wind. Thank you, Marcy from New Zealand. Thank you, Carol from the Philippines, for typing in your comments on live chat. It works the same way we do on Facebook. You type in your comments, and I'll be more than happy to read them. Coconuts. Did you ever see the Coconuts? They're from the Meriden, Connecticut area. What a band. They do music with comedy. A lot of comedy, a lot of good music. The Coconuts are going to be having a St. Patrick's Day party, and the party takes place Saturday, March 14th at the beautiful Franco-American Club, 95 Liberty Street, Meriden, Connecticut. There will be a complete corned beef and cabbage dinner with all the fixings. Drinks will be available at the bar at the beautiful Franco-American Club, 95 Liberty Street, Meriden, Connecticut. It's on my Facebook page. Check it out. For further information, tickets, and reservations, call the Franco-American Club, 95 Liberty Street, Meriden, Connecticut, at 203-634-9814. That's 203-634-9814. The Coconuts, music with comedy. As they say, sham rock and roll. The Coconuts St. Patrick's Day party, Saturday, March 14th at the Franco-American Club, Meriden, Connecticut. A delicious corned beef and cabbage dinner with all the fixings, drinks available at the bar. Call now for tickets, information, and reservations. 203-634-9814. For my good friends at the Franco-American Club in Meriden, Connecticut. Stephen Schwartz from Pennsylvania says, I hope the people in Connecticut vote Taxman Lamont out of office. Well, I'll tell you something, Stephen Schwartz. I don't think he's going to get voted in again. No way is this guy going to get in for a second term as governor of the state of Connecticut. I don't think there's one person that likes this guy, and he wants to put tolls back on all the roads in Connecticut. He's saying trucks only. The state of Rhode Island said trucks only, and it did not work. I think they're going to court. The truckers are taking the state of Rhode Island to court. It's not working. No. Mr. Taxman Lamont, the governor of the state of Connecticut, wanted to base the tolls in Connecticut on what Rhode Island is doing. And Rhode Island's system is not working. Not at all. Now, they say trucks only. Yeah. And then bicycles, motor scooters, mopeds, motorcycles, small cars, medium-sized cars, large cars. Then everything is getting taxed, If you walk on the sidewalk, you get taxed. If you breathe air, you're breathing oxygen, you get taxed. Not good. Tax, 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 tax. Check it out on my original Tom Coss Facebook page, Taxman Lamont, and how the plastic bag tax blew up in his face and did not work. Ha, ha, ha. The joke is on you, Taxman Lamont. Bad news for New Britain, Connecticut, downtown New Britain. Downtown New Britain, Connecticut is not doing good. We got 2 closures. The first one is Dunkin' Donuts. Beautiful, beautiful Dunkin' Donuts. Right at the police station. I cannot believe the police department did not support Dunkin' Donuts. Right in the same building as the police department. No joke. They had beautiful tables outside in the summer. You could eat outside under an umbrella table. Beautiful Dunkin' Donuts right in downtown New Britain in the center of town, right at the police department. It's gone. It closed. Not enough people supported it. Not enough people went there. The police department did not support it. It's gone. No more Dunkin' Donuts in downtown New Britain. And the other big loss is at 2 Main Street, downtown New Britain, diagonally across from New Britain Superior Court. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli, which was originally in Bristol, Connecticut, is now officially closed. I happened to go by there. There was no lights on. The doors were closed. There was all kinds of mail stuffed under the door from the mailman. Nobody was in there. I went to their Facebook page. They're still on Facebook. And it said, we have officially closed due to financial difficulties, not enough business to keep Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli open. What a loss. The food was great. It was all homemade, nothing out of a can, nothing out of a box. It was great. No chemical additives to any of this food. They had bakery products. They had deli products. They had a hot and cold buffet that you could choose food from at lunchtime. What a loss to have this place go. People raved about their bakery products, their donuts, their cookies, their pastries, their cakes. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli, 2 Main Street, downtown New Britain, Connecticut, diagonally across from the New Britain Superior Courthouse, officially closed and out of business for good. Again, the owners originally had a place in Bristol, Connecticut. They decided to move from Bristol to downtown New Britain and give it a shot. It didn't work. Sad, sad, sad. Dunkin' Donuts, downtown New Britain at the police station, closed. And that was a beautiful Dunkin' Donuts with the outdoor tables in the summertime with umbrellas on them. Beautiful Dunkin' Donuts, gone. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli, the food was excellent. I wanted to try more things on the menu. I had the eggs with sausage, bacon, home fries, toast, coffee for $5. Oh my God, was it good? Really good. Cooked fresh, all delicious meats, and oh man, I can't describe it. You would have to try it just to see how good it is. But unfortunately, no more Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli at 2 Main Street, downtown New Britain, Connecticut, and Dunkin' Donuts at the police station in the center of New Britain, Connecticut, officially closed. The only thing, there's some hope And boy, I hope they make out. A Greek who worked in the restaurant business for 18 years in Bridgeport, Connecticut. He was a head cook at a diner in Bridgeport, purchased the Miss Washington Diner in downtown New Britain, right across from the Burritt House, which was the old Burritt Hotel. Jimmy's Smoke Shop is right there. Miss Washington Diner. He's bringing in some new equipment, doing the inside of the restaurant over to make it look real nice, and will be open again soon. The only thing with the Miss Washington Diner, they used to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't believe it's going to be that way anymore. No more 7 days a week, and definitely not 24 hours a day. And to confirm that, my good friend John Masternack mentioned that on Tom Coss Facebook Live last night. John Masternack from New Britain, very good friend of mine. He used to work at WRYM 840 AM radio. He worked at WJMJ FM 88.9 on the FM radio dial. He was the voice of the Jolo record commercials, and he is a drummer in his orchestra. And I believe if you want to see John Masternack live and in person drumming, every Wednesday at the New Britain Senior Citizen Center, 55 Pearl Street, New Britain, Connecticut, John Masternack on the drums from 1 until 3 p.m. John Masternack on the drums at the New Britain Senior Center, 55 Pearl Street, New Britain, Connecticut, every Wednesday, I believe from 1 until 3. Call the New Britain Senior Center for further information on my good friend John Masternack, who plays there on a regular basis, 55 Pearl Street, New Britain, Connecticut. Oh, here's some good news. Tomorrow, Sunday, January 26th, it's going to be Susan Cowsill and her brothers, the Cowsills, making a rare live appearance here in Connecticut at the Wolf Den at the Mohegan Sun Casino, Sunday, January 26th. That's tomorrow. The fun begins at 7 p.m. It's going to be big. There's going to be a lot of people there. Get there early. Get a good seat. Sunday, tomorrow, January 26th. Susan Cowsill and her Cowsill brothers at the Wolf Den, Mohegan Sun Casino here in Connecticut. Showtime, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. They're big hits like We Can Fly, Indian Lake, The Rain, the Park, and Other Things, and Hair. Those are 4 of their big hits from the late 1960s. I can still remember when I fell in love with Susan Cowsill on the Ed Sullivan TV show on CBS. When I first saw her on there. The Cowsills are a family band, and they are originally from Newport, Rhode Island, not too far from Connecticut. There's even a street in Newport, Rhode Island, named after the Cowsills. Yes, believe it or not. So don't forget, that's Sunday, tomorrow, January 26th. Susan Cowsill and the Cowsills appearing here in Connecticut at the Wolf Den of the beautiful Mohegan Sun Casino. Showtime, 7 p.m. Get there early, get a good seat, and enjoy the one, the only Cowsills. Let's see. Marcy from New Zealand says, so glad we have Krispy Kreme donuts here in New Zealand. We also have Dunkin' Donuts too. Okay, we had Krispy Kreme here in Connecticut, Marcy, It didn't work out too good. I liked Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme's got a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup donut. It's a chocolate donut with peanut butter frosting and peanut butter cream inside the donut. A Reese's Peanut Butter Cup donut. I wish I could try it. There was a Krispy Kreme in Newington, Connecticut on the Berlin Turnpike, and another Krispy Kreme, I believe, in Milford, Connecticut, and at the Indian Casino. I think the one at the Indian Casino here in Connecticut is still open, as far as I know. But Milford, Connecticut, I think is closed. Newington, Connecticut is closed. They didn't make it. Too much competition with Dunkin' Donuts. Everybody here goes to Dunkin' Donuts. I did like Krispy Kreme very, very much. And boy, would I like to try that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup donut that they have out. I saw it advertised on the internet. I posted it on my Facebook page a while back. It's a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup donut, a donut with peanut butter frosting, peanut butter cream on the inside, and I believe it's a chocolate donut, chocolate and peanut butter, just like a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Marcy says, okay, Tom, I'm about to have lunch right now here in New Zealand, and then enjoy All Requests Saturday night with Rock and Ron Sedaley on Fun Tower Radio. Good night, Tom. Good night, everyone. From Marcy in New Zealand on Tom Coss YouTube Live. Don't forget, thank you, Marcy, for reminding me. Rock and Ron Sedaley will be on 8 p.m. All Requests Saturday night. The big show for Rock and Ron Sedaley. Just about 20 minutes away from now. www.funtowerradio.com. That's www.funtowerradio.com. All Requests Saturday night with Rock and Ron Sedaley. A great show. You can phone in all your requests and dedications, and he will play them for you live on the program. All Requests Saturday night with Rockin' Ron Sedaley. 7:42 p.m. is the time, Eastern Time, here in the United States of America. The show is Tom Coss Live on YouTube, the Saturday night Tom Coss get-together for a Saturday, January 25th, Lunar New Year, the first day of Chinese New Year. Happy New Year to my Chinese friends, my Korean friends, my Vietnamese friends, my good friend Lana Tran. Lana Tran in California, a very good Vietnamese friend of mine. Carol and her son Josh in the Philippines, giant Chinese. They're celebrating Chinese New Year. Happy New Year to you, Carol, your son Josh, and to my Vietnamese friend Lana Tran in California. Happy Lunar New Year. Against the Wind, Doris says, can I have this link? What link? I'm not sure what link you're talking about. What link are you talking about? Against the Wind, Doris. What link did you want? Carol from the Philippines says, good night, Tom. I guess she's going to church. It's Sunday. That's my guess. She's on her way to church right now. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Carol. And I'm glad you could make it. Oh, she wants the link for the Sedaley show, Rock and Ron Sedaley. I just gave it. I'll give it one more time. Write it down. www.funtowerradio, FUNTOWERRADIO, all one word, funtowerradio.com. Okay, one more time for Doris. Against the Wind. www.funtowerradio.com. Just go to the Rock and Ron Daily page on Facebook or go to the Fun Tower Radio page on Facebook and you'll see it. Okay, it's on there. Ron Daily page on Facebook and the Fun Tower Radio page on Facebook. That's fun, F-U-N, second word tower, T-O-W-E-R, third word radio, R-A-D-I-O, 3 words, Fun Tower Radio on Facebook, or go to the Ron Daily Facebook page for further information. Doris Against the Wind. And Doris said, thank you very much. Happy New Year, happy Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year from Carol in the Philippines and her son, Josh, wishing everyone a happy Chinese Lunar New Year. Thank you very much, Carol. God bless you. Got a very, very, very funny John Candy show that I posted. Check it out. The Last Polka with John Candy. A funny, funny show. I posted it on Facebook, on the original Tom Coss Facebook page. It's on the Silver City Polka Party page. Tom Coss and the Silver City Polka Party. It's on the WA1LYT radio page. And it's on YouTube. John Candy, the late, great, funny man himself, John Candy. And a great movie. A lot of people don't know about it. The Last Polka. It's the story of the Smenji brothers from Lutonia who come to the United States, and they make $1 million playing polkas and selling polka record albums. And for some strange reason, nobody knows why, they retire. They make $1 million with their polka band, the Happy Wanderers, and they don't even tell anyone why. They just retire with no questions asked. They don't say anything. It's called The Last Polka, starring funny man John Candy. It's on the original Tom Coss Facebook page, called The Last Polka, starring funny man John Candy. It's on the original Tom Coss Facebook page, Tom Coss and the Silver City Polka Party page, the WA1LYT radio page, and you can also find it on YouTube. Check it out. It's a great movie. It's funny. A lot of people don't know about it. John Candy and The Last Polka. Check it out. Let's see. What didn't I mention here? I mentioned the Coconuts St. Patrick's Day party, Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli in downtown New Britain, Dunkin' Donuts in downtown New Britain, Miss Washington Diner going to open again. I mentioned the Chinese New Year parade, Cowsills at the Wolf Den, Mohegan Sun Casino, the Taxman Lamont post on my Tom Coss Facebook page about plastic bags. Yeah, we gave a shout out to nice nurse Gretchen at Bristol Hospital, Bristol, Connecticut. Gretchen McGarity Holloway. Gretchen McGarity Holloway. Very nice nurse. She takes good care of me at Bristol Hospital in Bristol, Connecticut. Thank you again, Rock and Ron Daily, for playing Bobby Vinton and Blue on Blue on the 50s and 60s Friday Night Oldies show. Yesterday, Friday, January 24th, I was on Rock and Ron show, and I always make a request. This week's request for Friday, January 24th, was the great Bobby Vinton and his 1963 hit, Blue on Blue. And that is also posted on the Tom Coss original Facebook page. Check it out. Bobby Vinton and Blue on Blue. Okay, I mentioned Brewfest 2020 at the PNH Club, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. That's going on right now as I speak. But for further information, dinner reservations, what's going on in the future, you can call the PNH, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, 860-247-1784. That's 860-247-1784 for the PNH, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Heavy rain right now in the Hartford, Connecticut area. So heavy, I kid you not, I could not see out my window. There was raindrops covering the entire glass of my window pane, and it was so heavy. I couldn't. It was blurred, like my vision was blurred from the raindrops covering the glass. Very heavy rain. It was hitting the window, and I could hear like pop, 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 pop as the raindrops hit the window. I could actually hear it slamming against my window. So if you have to go out tonight and you're in the Hartford, Connecticut area, please drive careful. Take it slow, take it easy, get there safe, get there alive. Hydroplaning. Hydroplaning is when you travel at a very, very high speed on a wet road. The tires of your car actually lift up off the ground and your car is completely out of control. You don't want any hydroplaning. There is possible flooding around the shoreline area of Connecticut and areas where there are bodies of water. There is a possibility of flooding. The good news, there should be clearing on Sunday, tomorrow. There is no snow in the forecast as temperatures remained in the 40s, not cold enough to snow. So heavy rain continuing on tonight. Very heavy. Be careful driving if you have to go out anywhere. Clearing by Sunday. And the good news is no snow and temps in the 40s. So there will be no icing, no freezing rain, no snow, no sleet. That is good news for sure. And we're here on Tom Coss Live, talking with Tom on YouTube. The Saturday night Tom Coss YouTube get-together for a Saturday, January 25th, Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year. Happy New Year to my Chinese friends, Carol and her son Josh in the Philippines. They are Chinese. To my friend Lana Tran in California, she's Vietnamese. Lunar New Year celebrated by the Chinese, the Koreans, the Vietnamese. Okay, Happy New Year. Today is the first day of their new year. It usually goes on for about 2 weeks. And the big parade in New York City, Chinatown, New York City, New York, Sunday, February 9th, 2020. I've been there many times. I've been to the parade. It is something to see. Chinese New Year Parade, New York City, Chinatown, Sunday, February 9th, 2020. Now, if you're coming from Connecticut, what I usually do is I take the Metro North from New Haven, Connecticut, and that takes you right to 42nd Street, Grand Central Station. Get off at 42nd Street, Grand Central Station, walk down a couple of blocks to the Times Square area. There is a big subway station there at Times Square. Take the N or the R train downtown from Midtown Manhattan, Times Square area. Take the N or R. Either one is good, N train or R train, downtown. Get off at the Canal Street stop. Watch for Canal Street. Usually, I believe it's written in English and Chinese. So look for that when you're on the train going downtown, N or R train. Get off at Canal Street, walk a couple of blocks to Mulberry Street. One side of Mulberry Street is going to be Little Italy, which is very, very beautiful. Little Italy. In the middle is Canal Street, and on the other side of Mulberry is Chinatown. Very easy to find if you know what you're doing. Follow those instructions that I just gave you, and you won't have a problem. It's just like you're not in the United States anymore. You'll swear you're in Hong Kong or somewhere in China for sure. So it's Chinese New Year parade, New York City, Chinatown, Sunday, February 9th, 2020, as far as I know. That's the latest information I have on that. Sad news again. That deadly, deadly virus from China, from Asia, has hit the United States. It started in Washington State on the West Coast of the United States of America. Then it got closer. Somebody in Chicago had it. Now it's real close. Somebody from Wesleyan College in Middletown, Connecticut, went to Asia and they picked up the deadly Asian virus. There is no cure at this time. There is no pills. There's no shots, needles that you can take. They don't know what to do, but they better do something quick because it's a killer. 2 symptoms to look out for is a cough and high fever. Oh, speaking of coughs, my throat is getting dry. Time for a toast, a drink. I need a drink, and the show is almost over, and I didn't have a drink. Skol, Prost, Salut, Na zdravia. Down the hatch, God bless you all. Ah, how sweet it is. Diet Shasta Cola, the official drink of Tom Coss YouTube Live. Diet Shasta Cola. Good stuff. Real good stuff. Ah, boy, I needed that. Should have drank a toast earlier. Wesleyan College student in Middletown, Connecticut, came back from Asia. The student is being watched. Wesleyan College is basically on lockdown. Do not go near Wesleyan University. Avoid it as much as possible. The symptoms to look out for is a cough and a high fever. The student just came back from Asia. They have the cough. They have the high fever. This is not good. This fever spreads like crazy. The cough, the virus, it spreads like crazy. I would suggest taking extra vitamin C, a good multiple vitamin and mineral. Zinc. Zinc is very good with the vitamin C. Vitamin D3 is good. And garlic. Take garlic also. Very, very good. Drink a lot of fluids, juices, orange juice, grapefruit juice, cranberry juice, apple juice. Apple cider is even better. Go to like Rogers Orchards in Southington, Connecticut, and get a couple of gallons of fresh homemade apple cider. That'll be very, very good. This is a deadly virus. It's a killer. They don't know what to do about it. There is no shots, no pills. Started in Washington State, United States of America. Then it got closer to the Midwest in Chicago. And now it's right here in Connecticut where I am. I'm in the Hartford, Connecticut area. And a Wesleyan University student in Middletown, Connecticut, came back from Asia, and the student has a cough and a high fever. Not good. Stay away from Wesleyan University in Middletown, Connecticut. Don't go near it. This is bad. Very, very bad. Okay, before I sign off, which I'm getting ready to do, please like this show. There's a thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. YouTube sends me reports on Tom Coss YouTube Live. I'd like to get a good report from YouTube. Like it. Hit the thumbs up and like it. Write some nice comments here and subscribe to the Tom Coss YouTube channel if you're not already a subscriber. Okay, we're always looking for new subscribers. Please join us by subscribing to the Tom Coss YouTube channel. And then you can see all the Tom Coss YouTube Live shows right here on YouTube when we are on. It looks like we're going to try to be on every Saturday on YouTube, every Friday night on Facebook. Okay, Facebook, Friday night at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook. Saturday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the United States of America on YouTube. And of course, just like Facebook, YouTube, they call it live chat. Hit in your comments, your suggestions, your questions, so I can read them here on the program, just like Carol did from the Philippines against the win, Doris, Marcy from New Zealand, Stephen Schwartz from Pennsylvania. Thank you for the comments on tonight's show on live chat. I appreciate it very, very much. Okay, that's just about going to wrap it up for another edition of Tom Coss YouTube Live for a Saturday, January 25th, 2020. It's Lunar New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. The first day of the new year. The celebration goes on for about 2 weeks. So, Happy New Year to my Asian friends, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Carol and her son Josh in the Philippines, my good friend Lana Tran in California, Lana Tran, Vietnamese friend, and Happy New Year. It's the first day of Lunar New Year. Again, the Chinese New Year parade in Chinatown, New York City, as far as I know, should be Sunday, February 9th, 2020. Sunday, February 9th, 2020 is the information I have for the beautiful, and it is great, Chinese New Year parade in Chinatown, New York City. Beautiful, beautiful parade. It's big, it's good, it's a lot of fun. Fireworks all day long. Quite a celebration for sure. If you've never been to it, check it out. Check out my posting on Taxman Lamont, Governor Lamont, state of Connecticut, how the plastic bag tax blew up in his face. It's on the original Tom Coss Facebook page. Check it out and share it if you can. Coconut St. Patrick's Day Party, Saturday, March 14th at the Franco-American Club, 95 Liberty Street in Meriden. Very sad news, downtown New Britain. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli closed. 2 Main Street, downtown New Britain, no more. On their Facebook page, they said financial difficulties, not enough business. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Deli closed. Dunkin' Donuts at the police station, downtown New Britain, closed. Was a beautiful Dunkin' Donuts with outdoor seating, tables with umbrellas. In the summer, you could sit outside, have your coffee and donut. What a beautiful Dunkin' Donuts. The police department did not support it. The people of New Britain, Connecticut did not support it. Dunkin' Donuts is now closed in downtown New Britain. Miss Washington Diner is going to open again right across from the Burritt House, which was the old Burritt Hotel, almost across the street from Jimmy's Smoke Shop. A Greek from Bridgeport, Connecticut bought it. He's going to open it again shortly. Let's hope for the best. I wish this Greek gentleman that bought Miss Washington Diner good luck and success. I hope he can keep it open. It's not going to be open 24 hours a day like it used to be, but it is going to open again. That's the Miss Washington Diner in downtown New Britain. Don't forget, tomorrow, Sunday, January 26th, it's Susan Cowsill and the Cowsills at the beautiful Wolf Den, Mohegan Sun Casino. Showtime 7 p.m. Check it out. Sunday, January 26th, tomorrow, my sweetheart, Susan Cowsill, and her Cowsill brothers at the beautiful Wolf Den, Mohegan Sun Casino here in Connecticut. Showtime 7 p.m. It's going to be good. Get there early, get a good seat, and don't miss the show. Susan Cowsill and her Cowsill brothers at the beautiful Wolf Den, Mohegan Sun Casino. Brewfest is over now at the PNH, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Beautiful PNH. But for dinner reservations, parties, future events, call the PNH in Hartford at 860-247-1784. That's 860-247-1784. The PNH, 60 Charter Oak Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Check out what I posted on Facebook, John Candy and the Last Polka, a very, very funny movie with funny man John Candy. It's on the original Tom Coss Facebook page. It's on Tom Coss and the Silver City Polka Party page. It's on the WA1LYT radio page. And of course, it's also on YouTube. That's the late, great, funny man himself, Mr. John Candy, and The Last Polka. The entire movie from beginning to end. It's a little over 1 hour. It was originally an HBO TV special, and it went over so big. It was so good. They put it out in VHS tape. I believe it's now out on DVD. I'm pretty sure it's out on DVD, but you can find it on YouTube also. John Candy, and the name of the movie is The Last Polka. That's just about going to wrap it up. Tune in to Rockin' Ron Sedaly on Fun Tower Radio, www.funtowerradio.com. That's www.funtowerradio.com. The big show is on right now, Rockin' Ron Sedaly, All Request, Saturday night. So check it out. All Request Saturday night with Rockin' Ron. Phone in your requests and dedications. He's got a lot of songs. He'll be glad to play them for you on All Request Saturday night with my good friend Rockin' Ron Sedaly on Fun Tower Radio. That's www.funtowerradio.com. Check out the Rockin' Ron Sedaly, the Ron Sedaly page. It's just called Ron Sedaly on Facebook, and the Fun Tower Radio page also on Facebook. That's 3 words, Fun Tower Radio. Okay? FUN TOWER Radio, RADIO, 3 separate words on Facebook. And you can listen live on the internet. So that's just about going to do it. Thanks a lot, friends, for tuning in to a Saturday night Tom Coss YouTube Live. The Saturday night Tom Coss get-together for a Saturday, January 25th, the start of Lunar New Year. Happy Chinese New Year to my Chinese friends, Vietnamese friends, Korean friends. Have a happy Lunar New Year. And as my good friend Mike Ruzinski says from the Polka Mike Show, honk if you love Jesus. Text while driving if you want to meet Jesus real quick. Okay, did you get that? Honk if you love Jesus. Text while driving if you want to meet Jesus real quick. Good night. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a good week. Subscribe to Tom Coss on YouTube. We're always looking for new subscribers to the Tom Coss YouTube channel. Check out Tom Coss Facebook Live every Friday on Facebook, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time on Facebook. Check it out every Friday night. It's Tom Coss Live on Facebook, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It looks like it's going to be every Saturday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube. So check it out. Check out the Tom Coss YouTube channel. I've got other videos on there. Check out Tom and Andy doing live. Tom and Andy do Edelweiss from The Sound of Music. Check out Tom Coss and Mike Gianetti on YouTube. And Tom Coss at the PNH 60 Charter Oak Avenue in Hartford, Connecticut with Johnny Pritko. Okay, check it out. It's all on YouTube. Enjoy the shows. And I'll be looking for you all on Facebook. If you want, you can either email me at tomcoss456@gmail.com. That's tomcoss456@gmail.com. And if you can't remember that address, tomcoss456@gmail.com, instant message me on Facebook. That's the easiest way to get me. Send me an instant message on Facebook and I'll get right back to you just as quick as I can on the Tom Coss Facebook page. Remember, we got 4 pages on Facebook. We got number 1, the original Tom Coss Facebook page. We got WA1LYT Radio. We got Tom Coss and the Silver City Polka Party. And number 4, Tom Coss Facebook Live Group. That's the Tom Coss Facebook Live Group. 4 pages on Facebook. We got the YouTube channel here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the Tom Coss YouTube channel. I would appreciate that very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. God bless you all. Have a fantastic week ahead. And as I always say, remember, it's nice to be important, but it's much more important to be nice. Good night. God bless you all. And I'll be looking for you again Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, and hopefully next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube. Good night, everyone. Take care. God bless you all. From yours truly, Tom Coss and Tom Coss Live on YouTube and Facebook. Good night. God bless.